Well, we are back at it again with Elden Ring. It has been such a long time since I spoke about this game. This game for me was probably the biggest break of the channel, and it's so nice to start looking at what DLCs are going to be coming for it, potentially coming 2024. Now this is just incredible for me, and we've got some information as essentially Elden Ring's Shadow of the Erdtree release window might have just been leaked through a controller collaboration. With that being said, we're going to dive on into it. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. On top of that, make sure you check out our sponsor, Advanced GG, the #1 clinically proven energy supplement on the market. My favorite flavor is cherry vanilla, but you guys can catch an array of flavors via the link in the description. With that being said though, let's dive on in to see what we've got. So for those of you guys who haven't yet played, you definitely need to get involved in Elden Ring. It was an absolute hard hitter that released February 2022. We're now in December 2023 and yet to see the new DLC for Shadow of the Erdtree, and it is just absolutely redonkulous at this point in time, knowing full well that we've gone nearly 2 years without seeing anything more from this game bar its base version. It is absolutely mental. But today we've got some information as a potential revelation regarding the release window for the Elden Ring DLC has surfaced through a collaborative effort with the controller manufacturer Thrustmaster. On December 15th, keen observers of the Reset Era platform noted the presence of a new page on Thrustmaster's website detailing collaboration with Elden Ring. Although the page has been since removed, the slides from the collaboration hinted at the release of a new controller slated for February 2024, strategically timed to coincide with the launch of the Shadow of Erdtree expansion, which would make sense as it would be around exactly 2 years since the original base game actually released, which is mental to think that's how long it's definitely been. However, this proposed timeline seems to diverge from the recent statements made by From Software, the developer of Elden Ring themselves. A producer from the Elden Ring team mentioned earlier this month that the Shadow of Erdtree expansion was still in progress but had a bit more time before it would be ready for release. The phrase "a little way off from releasing" suggests a timeline extending beyond the 2-month window implied by the Thrustmaster collaboration slides. Now, the Thrustmaster page not only alluded to the Elden Ring DLC, but also disclosed plans for 2 additional controllers themed around characters Melina and Ranni from the Elden Ring universe. These controllers, earmarked for release in 2025, are designed to coincide with either a major key beat for Elden Ring for the launch of a new game expansion. Interestingly though, there has been no official indication from Software about the development or release of another expansion beyond the Shadow of Erdtree. It's worth noting though that the language used by Thrustmaster in their statements can be characterized as somewhat cryptic corporate speak. The alignment with a major key beat is a typical expression employed by companies when discussing future plans, offering flexibility without committing to a specific time frame or revealing disclosed details. Now, despite the intriguing development, much remains unknown about the Elden Ring expansion. The information available is limited to a single piece of artwork released by From Software themselves, providing scant details. There is no official release date or gameplay information available for the upcoming DLC at this time. Now, for a comprehensive overview of upcoming games and expansions in 2023, you can refer to their game guide on the subject. I'll leave the link down in the description for that one so you guys can go and check it out, as the gaming scene does seem to be looking quite interesting during that time period. Now, there is other talks inside of the Elden Ring community with regards to what is happening inside of the game, and one of which is actually the first set of evidence for an Elden Ring 2 appearing online. Now, obviously, this is going to be a no-brainer at some stage or another. With over 20 million copies sold for this game, it did absolutely amazing and managed to get Game of the Year at the Game Awards 2022. It was definitely something that definitely hit quite hard. Now, 1 year from the game's initial launch, From Software announced that the Elden Ring DLC Shadow of the Erdtree was in development. The DLC is expected to be equivalent of 2 standard DLCs, but is yet to be receiving a release date. which is obviously quite a large DLC, with it taking 2 years in the process so far. No current release date, and they're stating that essentially it's about as big as 2 DLCs. Now, with no new updates on the Shadow of Erdtree, attention has turned to a potential Elden Ring 2, and the first evidence of its existence may have just surfaced online courtesy of a tweet by Okami Games. Now, From Software being a massive recruiting spree for key roles in several new projects, the tweet reads, a special recruiting event has been announced and they're currently hiring for pretty much every role. Seems like they'll be expanding big time. Now, this hint follows from Software's president Hidetaka Miyazaki taking to Reddit to share some news about a potential sequel back in October. Now, Miyazaki-san all but confirmed its existence when he said some lore bit clarifications and reveals are being saved for future games. A sequel would not be too far-fetched from Software, as was seen with the likes of like Armored Core and Dark Souls. However, the Shadow of the Erdtree reportedly a priority for the studio. It may be a while until we see an Elden Ring 2, but there just seems to be a lot of stuff surfacing on the internet as of just lately. Elden Ring has been one of those games that definitely went down in history, and it was such an enjoyable game, and for me myself it borderline changed my entire career as well as my viewpoint on the Souls-like genre. For me, I'm really excited to see what it is that they bring to the table, although I'm still thinking we're not probably going to see this until maybe Q2, Q3 of 2024 before there's really like a big announcement made. Right now we have one image with regards to Shadow of the Erdtree and not really anything else from that point, so I can't imagine any of this is really too set in stone with the February release date or anything like that, because it'd just be such a last minute ordeal and wouldn't really generate much hype in the priority of that. Therefore, not much time for marketing, not much time for advertisements, and I don't think the name Elden Ring is going to carry enough weight on its own without them being able to market it properly and really get the voice out there, because realistically, this game is a really big game, but you still need to be able to market it in comparable, and 2 months is probably not long enough to get an announcement made, then get all of the advertisement rights ready for the game. Considering how much information we had before Elden Ring had actually dropped, it seemed like a decent amount, and I just don't see this being the case for an early Q1 release. Maybe Q2, Q3, bit of a leak point at Q1, and then have the official trailers Q2 ready for release just after the summer. I can really see that one coming through and being more materialized than anything else personally. But I want to know what your guys' opinions are on this down in the comment section below. This channel was basically built on this game back when it launched, and it did so damn well. So a lot of you guys I know have definitely played it. Let me know what your guys' opinions are via the comment section below. It'd be greatly appreciated, and make sure you let me know if I'm doing things right here by hitting that beautiful thumbs up button and subscribing with post notifications turned on for all things gaming in the news world. Thank you so much again for watching, guys. I appreciate all your faces. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the clouds.